I think I
So
switched this.
so we are live pretty much with episode 8.
Yep.
It's an even number because I'm here.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we definitely do this. It's
Yeah.
if it's an even number, Chris shows up.
So it's
Actually, I think
episode.
I came on the 3rd, and I don't know. We may be off. I may have missed a week.
I'm bigger than everybody else, but don't worry. Everybody will be able to see all the editing that I'm about to do and changing the screen sizes. So don't worry. I'm a professional. The other guys are here to help talk while I do this.
Wow, my
Hey,
head is
Punisher
really
Elite.
shiny and red. Whoa, Jesus. Didn't look it in the mirror, but there you go. But anyway, welcome to episode 8 of The Game Won't Play Itself. With me, it's Will McKellar. And as usual now, because you're used to him, it's my co-host, it's James Atkinson.
Hi, everybody. I'm clicking on things.
Hi, guys. Oh, wait. My intro didn't start yet.
Oh.
Hey, I'm going to let you do your intro yourself on this one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hergelman, and welcome. That's it. I'm jumping off.
That's
Okay.
it.
Well,
Now I'm
first of all,
tired.
the big, main, important thing of the issue of the week is how did your stream go, Hagelman? How did it go? Did it go well? Did it go right?
It went pretty good. We got $60 raised for Crayons to Classroom. When they send me the letter, I'm going to do a little video for the letter so that everyone can see. It's made out to the Hergelman community. So, everybody who's came in and said hello.
Yay!
Woo!
Indeed. Someone even sat in on chat for a little bit, if I remember correctly. Watching Dota and going, oh, so that's how you play it.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm really bad at it. I don't know what the fuck my hair is doing. It's really bad. It's just not. It's not cooperating.
Yeah.
It's really, really hot here today. Like 90s, like 94.
94 with like humidity and takes the heat index up to like almost like 100 degrees, if not past.
It's pushing 38, 39 Celsius, I think, if my numbers are correct. I just did it in my head, so it's probably inaccurate. Here, let me Celsius 90. We'll go with 99.
For our
double me?
European listeners.
Put it this way, in the States, it's fucking hot. But then again, it's summer. We kind of knew that was expected.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's 37, 38.
Hot.
Fucking
It's hot.
hot.
It's hot. Damn hot. Oh, I see double me. That's
Think a
it.
dragon wanna retire, man.
But yeah, so let's get on with the show because we've got some news bits, but I want to link them into what I've been playing as well as possibly yourselves.
Yes.
So we'll switch it up a bit by going with what you're playing. And James, I'll let you go first.
I'm editing things. Maybe we can have Chris go first while I make people normal sizes.
Damn it. Okay, then Chris, audible time.
So, son of a bitch! Now I gotta close No Man's Sky again.
I wonder if you've been playing No Man's Sky.
Have you been playing?
I haven't. I got home and then I opened it and I opened my ship and now I'm here. So, hello everybody. I would be playing No Man's Sky, but you guys are more important right now. So I'm going to be doing this first. I'm super excited for it because I love space. I'm also excited for them to try and patch up the multiplayer and make it actually multiplayer and be as multiplayer as they said it was going to be. I expect it's going to be a Minecraft scenario where, you may not be able to totally do things entirely first off to begin with, but later on, things should kind of work out. It's just what's likely going to happen. I've been playing a lot of Dota, especially because the internationals are getting close to the finals. Currently, I believe the only finalist I know of right now is Wings. Wings is currently in the finals. I'm going to actually launch it and see what's going on with that because I don't have all the info right in front of me. Because I just kind of got back from doing everything under the sun. Oh.
Well, we did sort of catch you on the bounce as well. It's like, hey, Chris.
It was just literally minutes ago going, hey, are we doing a thing today? That was what we planned, I think. Kind of, but not really. So, I mean, Spike and I planned on just playing some No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's gonna still happen.
Yeah, that will definitely happen. So let us see what's going on right now. Currently, the prize pool is at $20.5 million. I'm expecting that to jump up real close to the international. Let's see, who is playing right now? Currently, it is Fnatic versus Digital Chaos. 8 minutes in, still 0-0, and it looks like they're kind of paired off pretty evenly. So that's going to be an adventure. As far as the actual teams out, I know that eHome is out. I think Navi is out. EG
Really?
is in the losers bracket. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised that Navi is out, because Navi is usually pretty far in before anything happens. But I think they're out. I was surprised to hear that EG was in the losing bracket, because EG's, pretty good. LCD, I think, is out. I think Liquid is out. I don't remember who got out yesterday. I really wasn't paying attention yesterday because all sorts of other things with news to come. But it's getting down to the wire. We're getting pretty close to the actual final event. I'm really excited. And let's move on to someone else talking about game things, because I am out of things.
Wow, that's all done. Do you want me to go next, James?
Yeah, I think I've got it fixed. It looks good. But yeah, no, I can totally focus on things now.
Okay, so I'll go next, and just to make sure you're all settled, to give you that extra time. Right, let's get the small shit out of the way first. I play Rocket League on a Tuesday with Vimus, Willowin, and Mr. Stephen from Battle Cattle UK. That's always fun. That was a great laugh this time. There's so much smut comes out of all our mouths these days on this stuff. It's just unbelievable. Due to other things happening in the world and around and about, we also did an extra session of it on Monday, and I'm actually getting better on it now. It's like my PS4 skills are transferring over to the PC now that when the ping doesn't fuck about, because Tuesday the ping was just all over the place for us, and there's like lag everywhere. It's like, yeah.
So you're saying that on Tuesday, when No Man's Sky released, the internet was shit.
Yeah, the ping just went. It's like, oh fuck. Played some Tricky Towers and Rainbow Six Siege with Ed and Ladyhawk. Who Ladyhawk, if you don't know, was from the PlayStation Nation podcast days. Who also came over to the Gamer Chatter days from a couple of years ago.
From the other really back in the days?
Other back in the days. Not quite as far back in the days as PS Nation, but still back in there, Tricky Towers multiplayer is fucking brilliant. If you haven't played this yet, please do, because you can be, when you get some power-ups during multiplayer, and it can be good or it can be bad. And it's your choice which one you choose, because if you choose good, then you're helping yourself. But if you go the evil bastard way, everybody else you're playing against gets something to happen against them, which can be really nasty, especially if they're near the top and they've almost won, and then you bring down a huge fuck off Tetris block, and it just slams it straight down. The towers can be gone really, really quickly. It can backfire though. It really can backfire, like Geo had on one of the games that was streamed by myself a couple of weeks ago. He got about 3 of the big blocks. He just went straight up and won it. It's like, dick. That didn't go to plan.
Well,
so yes, a lot of crap, in fact. Played some more South Park, the Stick of Truth. This is the first time I've seen a Jewish goth. It's different. I'll grant you,
Yeah.
So I feel so very, very... Doesn't want to help you out, with your finances as much, and just mopes about a bit more in his car. I just can't remember where else I got to on that now. I got to did the Taco Bell bit, where we have to go in to see into the ship in the compound area, where you have to start fighting the zombies properly. So I've done that, and I've also changed allegiances. So I'm now with the elves. So now I get rid of Kenny with Alvin the unicorn coming in to help him as a special power, but now I've got Jimmy. And all I need to do is build up Jimmy's level 4 special power so we get the brown note. So you just see him climbing up the mountain and just go, and everyone will shit their pants and it'll be great. Pinball Tuesday was Han Solo, which I sucked ass at, which I'll skirt over because, just get rid of that. We don't need to know how bad I played.
Shove it under the rug. No, it's good. It's good.
It just wasn't that great. I actually I completed The Witcher 3 on last Sunday service this week.
Ooh.
Finally, it's done. It's all gone. Which I'm pleased about. I'm also sad because, I don't, unless I go and do like the weird sort of, race quests or go find the other question marks or things like that, I don't get to spend time with Geralt anymore. And it's going to be weird because I don't hear his sarcasm. It's just, yeah. So, but the next game I'm going to be playing is going to be Doom. Doom single player is on Sunday service. So I am literally going to take my church of followers straight to hell with us. And then the game I have been playing 13 hours, I think it was, hit today. It was No Man's Sky.
Yay! No Man's Sky.
Woo! We're gonna be doing that soon.
Yeah, I managed to lose my star system when playing it because I left for it, because you have to try and find your hyperdrive. So you have to go find, the fuel for it and things. So not really spoilers, so don't worry about that. So I tried to go back to it because I thought, this planet is fucking huge. Why have I not, explored it all? And then so I thought, great, okay, I'll get the hyperdrive sorted. I'll be able to get back and forth to that. Couldn't find my star system. I'm looking for a good 5 minutes on my stream going, what the fuck have I done? Where the fuck have I gone? Going up, down there, all over the place in this star system. Could hardly find it. So I went to another one first of all, built up a bit more, looked for a couple of planets and just went, okay, let's try again to look for it. Finally found it, went back home, and today I spent 6 hours on my planet looking for shit. So I've got a bigger suit now, still looking for another ship. I want a bigger ship because all the ones I found I either can't afford or the one abandoned one was awful.
Just tits.
Yeah, just utter tits. But what I will say, is, if you're going exploring in this, be prepared to pack a lunch because it's going to take you hours. All right. And there is the reason I left the news out is because there's going to be a lot of new No Man's Sky news in there, including about the special edition that was found in Europe. But that's pretty much what I've been playing. James, it's over to you, me old maca.
Okay, so I think I've actually played video games this week, which is surprising. I played No Man's Sky today. I got I got 2 hours into it, and I was like, 2 hours just wandering around one planet. Just like, hey, this is cool. Hey, this is cool. I'm going to mine this. I'm going to do that. Oh, hey, nice. There's things. I like things. I'm going to go look at things. And I completely forgot that this game is not Minecraft. Because I kept, exploring a single planet, and they're like, wait, you can go look at other planets. And I was like, other planets? Oh, that's right. I've got all these resources. I've been just using my spaceship as, I'm going to go back to my home and throw things in there. It's my treasure chest. Oh, my life support is low. I need to sleep. Is this my bed? Do I hit E to spam into my bed? So then I repaired my spaceship and I started going up, and I had one of the most awkward moments of all time. I was flying to the other planet, and I ran out of gas halfway there.
How did you was that the hyper jump sort of bit to go between them?
It was the pulse jump to go between them. So it took me 30 minutes to get to that other planet.
You do know there's a boost, don't you?
There is a boost. The boost, I ran out of fuel because I was using the boost.
No, I mean the other boost. There's sort of like a mini boost where you
there's
hold down the accelerate and then on the control pad on the PS4 it's circle.
Yeah.
You hold down.
I ran out of warp engine fuel. I ran out of booster fuel. I had no gas.
That's B to all you Xbox players.
I was coasting through space, so I said, "Well, I need to eat lunch, so I'm gonna go do that." And I came back, and I was like in orbit around the planet. And I was like, "Good, really realistic game. Space travel takes a long time."
Do you know one of the better ways
of
to get a
kids.
lot of fuel though for it? Is the asteroids around the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot the shit out of them.
Yeah. So the thing is that there wasn't an asteroid belt between me and other planet. I was in the dead zone.
Jesus.
So there was this kind of thing, I had to rely on inertia. I was doing some pretty good RUs, but it was like, you will reach here in 20 minutes. I was like, this game is pretty. Not 20 minutes staring at the screen pretty. I almost alt-tabbed out and went into World of Warcraft or something. Just because.
Did you? Yeah, but the draw distance is also fucked because the actual the time distance meter keeps going up at times. It keeps moving back to a few extra minutes. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
It's 'cause
Okay.
planets are in a circular orbit, and sometimes those can be weird, because sometimes it's getting close to you, and then other times it's going away from you. It's physics. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Cosmos on Netflix, starring Neil deGrasse Tyson, or the original one, just watch that. You will feel smarter. Or just watch somebody play Kerbal Space Program.
You will also feel smarter.
You will feel a lot smarter.
I can recommend someone to play who plays Kerbal Space Program that you might want to watch. He's called Suli Spa. He's part of Battle Cattle UK. Ding.
Battle Cattle. Only
Yeah, part of. Only part
Other
of.
side.
112.
112?
112.
112th Battle Cattle? How does one
He's
become
112th
more
battle.
than 112th Battle Cattle, or is that not a thing?
Well, with my size, I might be like a third.
A third?
A third of Battle Cattle, because they don't call me lard for nothing.
Where's the beef?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the beef? So,
Where's the herd?
No Man's Sky. Played that.
Yeah, no man.
Said that. World of Warcraft, Demon Hunter came out. Played that. Got it to level 100. Its equipment is already better than any of the equipment that I spent grinding the last 2 weeks to get. So good job, Blizzard, for already making me not the expansion isn't even out yet, and I'm already have better gear than I would be able to unless I was raiding, like mythic level raiding. So good job, Blizzard. Item creep is still there. I'm happy about it. Everybody's playing one too, which is even more fun because you go into PvP and oh look, this isn't a balanced team. It's 12 demon hunters and 1 healer. Great. Happy. But I'm kind of putting that on hold because No Man's Sky. And I've also played Destiny. I deleted one of my characters and started from scratch. So I'm kind of going through all the story missions as the game is so drastically changed. And I never thought I would say this, but I miss Peter Dinklage. I miss Dinklebot. I miss his kind of bland, robotic voice, and it just seemed to fit the beginning a little bit better than Nolan North. No offense to Nolan North, he does a lot of great characters, but it just wasn't doing it for me. And then finally, the last thing I've been doing is I've been streaming XCOM.
Yes, you have.
Actually doing it, 4 hours of XCOM. And talking. Normally it'd be just recording and not saying anything. I'm actually talking. It's weird for me.
That's a good thing.
It is a great thing.
Because then you're interacting with people, and people could bounce things off you during the live stream. And then if you get some really cool moments, they're on the YouTube.
I actually had somebody help me through. I was going through the DLC mission, which my characters were slightly underleveled for, and he was actually helping me through the mission. It was great. He's he's giving me tactical advice, and I'm going oh wow, that's actually really good. I should really do that. Thank you, person. Thank God this is a freaking real-time strategy game.
I can't believe though that bloody Lard was actually knocked out for 23 days. I'm looking at it going, Jesus, because it looked like an innocuous shot in the mission that he got injured.
What the mission that he was injured? He got shot and he was out for 23 days. Shmoopy, Shmoopy of Awesome got knocked down to 1 hit bar, healed back up to full, and then knocked down half again, and he's only out for 16.
Yeah, it's like I'm going, oh no.
The healing
no.
is really what happened.
Yeah.
That's really what...
That's really well. Like the thing came, it sprayed little medical dust on him, and he got hit points back. You know, he only got charged by a faceless and shot in the face with a plasma rifle. So
It's like the magic sponge in football.
yeah, I think we've also nicknamed Chris's grenade launcher the universal remote because it just unlocks all the doors, and by unlocks all the doors, it just blows them up.
I hope you're going to call one of the weapons that Lars has the Bung Diddler.
The Bung Diddler. Okay, we know what we're naming. You see, your character you're a support, I think. So you've got a gremlin. So your gremlin is now. I'm now going to have to name it the Bung Diddler, whatever it is. Just
Diddler.
Yeah.
Diddle.
Tell me how you want that spelled. Send it to me, and I will update things.
It's in the chat so everyone can see that.
That's what it
The
is.
Bung Diddler.
Okay, copy, paste for later. Got it. It's a thing. Actually, I'll name your gun because you can name guns that. So
Interesting bit for you for No Man's Sky when you're done.
yeah, no, I'm done. I haven't killed anybody yet. I've gotten most of the team almost killed, not including myself, Hergelman, Lard, Dave Nova.
What are my injuries and what are Dave Nova's injuries?
Dave Nova is out for 30 days.
He has other business to attend to. That's really what it is. He's not hurt. He's
on holiday.
He's on holidays. It was he got psychically mind melded with a sectoid, which caused him to freak out, charge, miss with his assault cannon, and then get shot by a captain in a pulse rifle, and then get stunned by a stun lancer and knocked out. That's what Dave Nova had happen. Because Dave Nova. You, Chris,
the precursor to his game.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I just overextended you and somebody flanked you and shot you like once, and it did like half your health.
You overextended you.
Seems about right.
Yeah, no, like I'm constantly preaching. You should only do one mission moves in case a pod comes up, then you have a reaction. And it was just like one of those things that I just said it, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm safe in this situation. So Hergelman, you can move all the way up too, and I have nobody else for Overwatch. And oh shit, that's a pod, and you're not in cover. Well, damn it. I did a thing. I did the thing that I said I shouldn't do. Great.
Real good.
Good. High five, James. You're good at this. Good five.
The thing that you always say is just move once. Don't double move, especially in that bit, because you could get caught.
And I did, and I ended up doubling. You have to realize it, and I still don't realize it, that XCOM is a turn-based strategy. There's no clock, there's no timer, but I play it like there is one. I'm playing professional chess, and it's like click, 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 because the computer's always going to be better. That's the point of the game. It's, I'm not Gorbachev. I can't beat the computer.
You're not a leader in North Korea because they'll beat anything.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not Ray Rice.
But speaking,
soon?
Things like possibly. It's like naming stuff, naming things. Like how in you name stuff in No Man's Sky.
Yes, I've named a planet Kitty and every animal on it Kitty.
Well, I tried to name a planet after yourself, mate. I tried, I thought, Spike 2579 would be fine. No, the profanity blocker comes up and says, you can't use that name. It's blocked. It's like, what? How? Why?
My name is a profanity.
Yeah, however, things like tit can be used as a planet. It's like, okay, that's just weird. That's just so effing weird. So I don't know. Unless
it might be the numbers.
It's possible. Unless they look at it and think, well, that sounds dirty like that. So how?
What does SP stand for? What is something that SP could be dirty for?
I don't know. I might have to try Spike SP and N2579 in there.
Like underscore?
I might have to do something like that to see whether
Or
it
you
will
could do
stop the
like
channel.
MLG Pro underscore XXX Spike SP2579 XXX underscore MLG Pro.
Yeah. It's possible.
Alternate in capitals.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
That's
Except for MLG. That's all caps.
that's all caps.
It's
all the
always
time.
all caps. Has to be.
Yep.
See, Spunk Peddler might
Okay,
wrap me on
okay.
it.
I've opened that up for discussion. If you want, please leave comments on what you can think they could be.
I want to find the most disgusting creature on my planet and name it that.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you guys screen caps of it.
What? See, the thing is,
Okay.
like, you did that. Why did, like, when I see that, I immediately just thought, Khajiit has wares for you.
Because the Skyrim Khajiit are hideous.
I know, it's right. It just runs, like, and they're the
They look
best
so
looking.
sad. They're like dilapidated looking.
When's the last time you played Morrowind? If you remember what the Khajiit looked like there,
I really played Morrowind.
go back, take a look.
I will eventually. I'll get modding into it, and it's just gonna get wrong.
Yeah, no, things go. I've seen some things.
Many bad
Modding
things.
never changes.
Oh, they're just kind of lanky. Like their models are just poorly done.
Yeah, well, it's also, how old is that game? When did it come out?
Old. Like what? Early
It's
2000s.
old as time itself.
I mean, in game years, that's like 80.
And,
That's like 1 foot in the grave.
and you have a slipping.
That's like the whole leg in the grave, and you're just kind of slowly falling backwards.
You're like, ooh, shit.
Funnily enough,
right.
Lord, I just tried to make a command on Nightbot, and I went to copy it, and I almost just said, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Bung Diddler.
You wind up on my planet. Because that is my homeworld. My homeworld is called Bung Diddler. So the news bits I've put in for the podcast, right? There is the special edition EU bit of No Man's Sky. Now, people have looked on the back, and you can actually peel off the PEGI age rating of it. And underneath, there's the PEGI 12 and the multiplayer symbol on there. So maybe one of the delays is they took multiplayer out.
I'm assuming that there was something really buggy with multiplayer. That's where when they pushed everything back, I had the immediate assumption that they stumbled across a game-breaking bug that they had no clue how to fix at the time.
Yeah.
So in this case, they very well may have pulled the main mechanics of multiplayer out so they can fix it, and they'll be re-uploading it later. Because they did promise that it was going to be multiplayer.
I just hope it doesn't turn out to be like a goddess thing, where the Peter Molyneux type comes along and goes, yeah, there's going to be this, and then there's nothing there. And you go, okay, where was this? It's like, as Peter Molyneux's running out the door, running away, leaving someone else to just deal with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're under Sony for publishing, right?
Yeah.
So they're probably going, any deals they make, any like promises they make, I'm pretty sure they're going to be going through because they have the major publishing company over them.
Because I'm not sure whether, because I've been hearing recently it is a timed exclusive that will eventually be coming on to Xbox, but I can't confirm that yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything specific about that. I just know that currently they have the first release on there, and then they were going to release PC same day originally, but I'm assuming they found another bug with just like systems.
Oh, yes, because again, that's another piece of news that has been sort of linked in tonight. It's a case of the Steam release, which came out today over here, isn't going well because a lot of people have been saying crashes, a lot of people are saying bugs. Frame rate issues are worse on PC at the moment compared to PS4.
So this appears to be a classic form of system development. So my assumption is that they made a deal with Sony, got so far into development. They probably got so far into development first, started making deals with Sony, and then we're just kind of working towards building the game with the PlayStation in mind, and then ended up having to port it over for PC afterwards. They're using the Havok engine, so I believe it's written in Unreal. I believe Unreal is the overarching engine that they're using. I don't have any info offhand. I'm not looking at anything.
I think they said they built their own engine for it.
No Man's Sky engine. Let's find out. Let's take a quick look.
And then that's when Thomas the Tank Engine showed up.
Because I haven't yet, cross fingers, touch words, that I haven't had it crash on me yet. I have seen it crash on other people. I've saw Chris Light playing it, crashed on him. I've heard other people saying it's crashed on them. But for myself, at the moment, so far, I've not had that issue happen. And I've also have not had the other issue that's been going on. If people bought the pre-order of No Man's Sky and they used the ship that they got straight away,
right?
There's a nasty glitch in it where you can't get the hyperdrive plan or blueprint, which you need to go further on properly.
Well, it looks like it's a proprietary engine. So as such, bringing in other systems, they have to build around the other tools they're using. As opposed to using a pre-built engine, they have to specifically cater and engineer things to work with their own system. So things like the physics engine would end up having a lot of potential bug places because Havok works really well with Unreal. They play really nicely because they've been doing it for years. SpeedTree works with them really nicely because they've been doing it for years. So they had to integrate all sorts of other tools to get going. So I'm imagining that there's some level of bugginess when they're trying to go off of PlayStation stats and onto PC stats. They have to modify for that. And Xbox is a totally different beast entirely, so they have to be readjusting things for that too. So even if it is a timed exclusive, expect some level of bugginess when it gets there.
Well, I mean, isn't it only using a very, very intelligent mathematical equations for this to run this as because the actual download itself wasn't that big.
2 gigs.
Yeah, they're using using a Planet Generation engine built into the system so that it runs a 64-bit calculation. It just kind of runs it, which I think is why we don't have multiplayer right now, is because in order to maintain this, it goes a lot into the actual structure of supporting the game with multiple people in it. I think right now what's going on is you can see other people. From what I've heard, you can see other people playing. I haven't seen any videos of it. I've really been kind of out of the loop this week. So
I haven't seen other people in there. The only thing I've seen is when you get to space stations and you get to trading posts on planets. You see other ships come down, but I think to me they look like NPCs. They're not other people.
That might be the case. Yeah, I mean, because I had one where their entire space station was filled with 10 ships, and I went and talked to every single one, and it was just random person A, random person B.
I mean, apparently, if you see trails, the engine trails of around their planets, that's other players apparently. But I haven't noticed that yet, especially on my ones.
Yeah, so it may have some level of pseudo multiplayer. They may act as NPCs. They may just kind of, note that there are people there and populate it as such. So it may be illusory multiplayer that the presence of other players in the game itself is made known, but the actual players themselves are not able to interact with your world. That might be what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because it's a game that is born for multiplayer. I jumped in a few minutes. I literally just, not even the full tutorial, just doing some mining and opening my ship. And I immediately know this game is set up so that you're supposed to be able to go in with a few friends. You're supposed to be able to set up something.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of time. And I think that's really what it is. They got to the point they needed to get the release out because they were probably running low on cash. And they're probably going to be updating it later on to include the multiplayer, kind of a la Minecraft.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing too, because this thing you see the infrastructure of this game. Like right now, it's an exploration game. It's really what it is. It's an exploration game. That's the reason why I'm not rushing through. Like it's like build a hyperdrive and go to X. I'm like I'm not really too worried about that because I've got a long time to beat the game, and I'm enjoying the ride because this game right now it's about the ride. It's not about getting there. But the infrastructure is there. You start adding like almost kind of like space engineers elements to this game. People building their own space stations, people building their own bases on planets and stuff, building their own infrastructure, getting mining and everything set up and that kind of stuff. It's there. You can see where that's built in. It's just giving like how do you unlock those commands to the players? You've already got the mining. It's just assembling values, making it work on the system, and then they probably have like a little dummy server that has a couple planets that they're doing this with, and then they're just going to break it out to everybody. You can see like, oh, I can almost see them doing in the reverse order, like doing that, either giving multiplayer to us and then giving us the tools to build other things, because I see this game dying without user-generated content in it, or giving the users the ability to build things and then letting you play multiplayer because you almost want to see how everybody handles, how does building things handle on a solo player experience, get that kind of little test kitchen out of control, and then okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to let everybody else do that.
What I would suggest is when you can, because you say about the hyperdrive stuff, go out there and there's a thing called the Atlas Pass that you'll see. It's kind of from what Cockney Charmer was saying during his stream. It's kind of like a VIP pass to certain things. So you got certain rooms in buildings that you can't access until you get this pass. There are certain loot crates, for example, barrels with a load of material stuff in there that you won't be able to get until you get this pass, which is what I'm needing to go to do next.
I haven't met a barrel that I haven't been able to break open in a video game.
Well, try playing Alan Wake. You'll get unexploding barrels and that.
It's true. You'll get like just straight up water drones.
Yep. But yeah, there's
the most realistic out of all of them, to be totally honest.
There's that bug that I was on about as well in No Man's Sky. Apparently, Hello Games has offered a fix for the conundrum that has plagued many a player here. According to a new known issues update, the No Man's Sky developer said that getting into the sticky situation will trigger a request to acquire a new hyperdrive. That or restarting one's console has helped the vast majority of folks who have encountered this issue. Yeah, basically it's a case of if you had the DLC ship, you weren't able to get the plans for the hyperdrive, which is what you need. So unless you didn't use the new ship until you got the plan for the hyperdrive, and then you go on as normal, because you've got this ship that you pre-ordered, why should you not be able to use it straight away? But so it kind of fucked things up. So from what they're saying, that there's a couple of potential fixes. It's either that or just restart your game, delete your cache and then start it again.
I think
for someone who played 18 hours worth is a bit pissed off at.
I think it's a console only thing, because I got the DLC ship, I started using it, and I got the hyperdrive plans.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I saw that I could use my DLC ship, which means I hadn't even repaired the ship yet, I had immediately unlocked it, because I want my thing that may or may not look like a Z95 Headhunter.
There's a couple of ships that look like Battlestar Galactica, and also the ones from Phantom Menace. The Jedi ships.
Yep. No copyright infringement there. No copyright infringement. Nope. It's totally fine.
And someone keeps wanting me to name a planet or something. R2D2. It's like, no. If I find a droid, then yes. If a droid is there, then I will do so. But until then, no, I'm not naming a planet R2D2. I already named one Bung Diddler, for fuck's sake, I really. But so yeah, couple of other bits, I think. Yes, yeah, a couple of other bits, right? We know South Park: The Fractured Butthole is coming out this year. Ubisoft at Gamescom next week, and this is thanks to Punisher Elite, who showed us this. Ubisoft are making a VR fart smelling machine. and it's going to
Yeah.
be trialed at Gamescom.
That
So yes,
sounds like a
rather than that,
Ubisoft thing.
it's going to be there, and it's like, what, really? It had to be for South Park, though. Really had to be, didn't it? And so yeah, gimmicky, yeah. See whether it'll be at EGX, possibly. Will I try it? Probably not, because I'm a fart smell. I'm a fart making machine. Don't want to smell it, but a fart making one.
I already deal with that. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We don't care whether we have to smell it or not. We deal with shit. And the other bit of news that I just saw earlier, which is quite exciting for me anyway, the PlayStation 4K reveal date is set for the 7th of September. And it will be in New York, which is the usual for Sony unveiling stuff for these days console-wise in New York. It will be in the UK at 8 o'clock, so over your guys' time it'll be free. So yeah, so we finally get to see what the specifications are and what the new mini console is about, which would be pretty cool.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm still
Based.
happy with my console.
Me too. I'm looking at you, PC.
I'm looking at you, PC.
I'm looking at you, PC, you Xbox One, you PS4.
Hey, my PS4 is streaming us on Twitch right now.
My PS4 is I don't have one.
Yeah, which one's the camera? Is this my camera here that I'm streaming on? I'm trying to see something here. I'm gonna try and get some. Yes, this is it. Okay. All right. Whoa. Yeah, crazy, right? Hi guys. Here's some Twitchception for you. There's us on Twitch. There's you on Twitch watching us on Twitch in a 13-second delay.
Oh shit!
Delag.
Delay. Yeah, no. It's delag, man.
Lag tights.
There's some minds being blown right there. This is how high tech this is. This is how I have to see how the stream is going. Okay, I have to look over here. Yeah, that's still a thing. We're good.
Yeah, that's. See, I'm thinking
That's
of
my
putting on
second
my
screen.
Xbox. My other console is a PS4 sticker. Because it's like that.
Does your
Guys in the
PlayStation? Doesn't
cars.
your PS4 have or does your PS3 have a sticker on it that says my PS4 was an honor student at video game school?
It should do. Because sitting there looking next to the PS4 and it's like, I haven't been used in months.
I can still play Blu-rays. Those are a thing, right?
Please, let me play something for you. I can still play the good.
Please.
Please.
I need nutrients in the form of gameplay. Please help.
I just imagine it's like this. It's just this Russian gulag, and it just shows like the PC just sitting there like holding the whip, and it's just like the PS3 is like slowly like chipping away, like it finally like does like the last chip, and it kind of falls down, and like it's like they point to him, and like two little Chromebooks come walking over to pick it up. It's like, no, he can still pick, and he just slowly gets dragged into the other room. It's just quiet for a second. You hear one gunshot, and it's just quiet. Old PS3, we knew you well. You promised us so many great things. You gave us Heavenly Sword and supposedly The Last Guardian, but never really gave us The Last Guardian. So PlayStation 4 is giving us The Last Guardian, though it looks like it should still be on you.
Yeah.
We loved you. And don't worry, you still have a spot in my heart as my number one PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. Because I have the OG, which can play everything.
I miss that one version. I miss it so much.
My nose is so itchy.
You weren't crying because of the ode to PlayStation? It's just like...
No, my nose has just been really fucking itchy. That's literally what it is. It's just, I can't get my fingers in there because it's gross, but it's like, ah.
You got a little something here. And a little something
it's a mustache.
here.
Mustache.
You're right there.
Yeah.
I think on that though. Have we got anything else? We got any shout outs?
Chris, do you have anything you want to talk about? I know you might have some
Yes.
things to talk about.
Yes.
Hang on. I'm about to do something extreme. Ready for this? You ready for this? Chris?
Yes.
Hang on. Whoa, I just disappeared. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Who's this?
Wait,
Boop!
wait.
Will just disappeared. And then...
I'm gonna have to.
There you
I've got
are.
to see this. Come on then.
There you go. The stage is yours.
I'm assuming I'm full screen.
You're full screen. I gave you everything. We're on a 13-second delay. 13 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I said this last time, but I'm in the process of launching a game company. And in particular, we're going to be needing a recording space to begin with. So, as such, Spike and I are going to have a professional, soundproofed recording space to be able to do podcasts and other things from. Space will be complete with high-end microphones, similar to the one I'm using right now. I'm just going to mute this real quick.
That's a Blue Yeti for everybody who needs to hear it. That is a Blue Yeti. You're still muted, Chris.
That is a Blue Yeti, but I may be going for better mics. It depends on how much I have in the budget. As such, when this game company launches, I'm going to also be launching an Indiegogo to kind of help us get our feet on the ground. The more money that goes into this type of thing, the more we're going to actually be able to produce and provide for our games, our studio, and everything like that. So, I just want to open that up. I don't have any specific names to throw down, but other people who will be using our space is hopefully, if they are still interested, I might be working with a major YouTuber. Major as far as we are concerned. We're talking 60,000 subscribers major.
Wow.
As far as using our recording space and getting our name out there. So, same space as high-end YouTubers.
That's a thing. It's totally a
It's
thing
a
now.
thing.
The thing.
Totally a thing. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Really excited.
That's pretty
The first game we're doing is called Corporation. It's about maintaining your schedule and properly balancing stress and work. Featuring dogs, and 20% of all sales are going to a donation fund for rehabilitating rescue dogs.
That's
So,
cool. That's
yeah.
really cool.
So buy the game when it comes out, and you help dogs.
What's not to
Win-win.
like?
You play dogs. You help dogs. Everybody.
Everybody's corgis. What's not to like about corgis? Do you not...
Exactly. Do you hate corgis? Do you hate dogs?
Will...
Are you Hitler?
Will literally and figuratively can't hate corgis. Like, it is not in his DNA. He, as an Englishman, cannot hate corgis.
Exactly. I love dogs. I miss having a dog. I haven't had
Dags. You talk
Yeah,
about
dags.
dags.
Eggs.
Dags.
Doggos.
Oh,
Eggs.
dogs. Right.
Dogs.
I like
Oh,
dogs.
Dogs. I like dogs.
Dogs.
I'm using the worst accent ever, and I'm speaking out of the side of my mouth, so it's even worse.
That's how he talks in the movie. Oh, what? For when the
Dogs.
Germans come, Donny. For when the Germans.
Oh no, Tommy.
Oh no, Tommy.
Hello, I don't like it.
But the
What
the
are you
plan for
gonna
that
do?
is-
Hit him with it?
with the dog?
What do you think happens? Imagine it gets fucked. What, like proper fucked? Yes. Snatch. Go see the movie if you haven't. It's great.
Yes. I have been called Bricktop a number of times. Because they go, do you know what Nemesis means? An affliction of retribution brought on the certification of a horrible cunt. Me.
Don't worry, Tyrone's a professional. He took a driving
Thank you,
class
Tyrone.
once.
Course I am.
So,
Your
So the other
guns
bit of news on
say
that-
fake. Mine says Desert Eagle 50 cal. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with Snatch. We could do it all day.
the other bit of news on that is that at that point, I'm also going to be starting the process for doing a video series on if you want to make games, where you can start, how to get your foot walking, how to head in the right direction. I'm going to be covering where to find resources, and the very basics. It's not going to be anything specific. It's not going to be like, well, this is how you use Unreal. This is how you do this. It's how do you identify if a game kind of is suitable for you to make, and that's a really hard thing to really settle on. Like, everyone under the sun is going to feel like their game idea is good. That's just what it is, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully, I have good ideas as well. I've been seeing dogs in boxes. I've been going around and I've been trying to figure out like if there's any flaw in this. But the main thing about building a game is getting started. If you can get somewhere with it, if you can start, building the idea and fleshing out bits, eventually you'll come across people who have the other skills that you don't have, and you'll likely be able to make something, even if it's just for fun. There's plenty of things that are just for fun, and playing games and making games it's such a different world. It's beyond like anything that you would immediately think of, and that is another thing that needs to that doesn't click in most people's mind. For anyone who's not a gamer that typically goes around, if you tell them that you make games, they go, oh, well, that seems like a lot of fun. Sometimes it is, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that perspective because my brother and our mate are in the process of making a game, and you can see the ideas bouncing between the two and wanting like the actors and things like that, doing all the sound bits for them, and you can see the amount of effort for each thing they want to put skins on. They want to make sure it all works, and the process is. I've tried to say to them, because they think, well, we can try and get it at this point. I said, look, take your time. Don't rush this, because we have seen some digital homicide have been, castigated by Jim Sterling for some of this stuff. And to be fair, from what you've seen of them, they're not great games. It's like they put it together every 5 minutes, just went block, put it on Steam. So that's the one thing I said to them about doing it. Just take your time, make sure it's just right, because they want to then, obviously they'll need help with going to people like Sony, people like Microsoft for that sort of stuff. But so if anybody can give them a hand getting that foot in that door, let them know, contact them, say, look, your brother's told us you're doing this.
You should have him contact me. My end goal is to become a publisher.
I'll let him know in the morning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll get him to watch this podcast.
Where can he find this podcast, Will?
He can find this podcast on youtube.com/The Game Won't Play Itself, which if people sub to that and help us get to 100, we can get that as a URL. Rather than the weird one we have to copy and paste with all the bloody numbers and the letters on it. So we get to that. We need that. We want that. That's a goal.
It's a thing.
It's really weird because mine is youtube.com/The Hergelman, and I have mine.
You've got a few more subs than us. I think it's like.
I have 68.
We've got 36.
Huh.
See, it's
no,
that.
So there must be 50. I guess 50. Go for 50.
Go for 50.
Go for 50.
50.
I'll eventually get back to making videos, but oh my god, my soul right now.
There's a reason why we invite you onto the show every week.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only content I make at this point because I'm too busy, literally just dying on a keyboard and an Excel spreadsheet trying to figure out how to get numbers going. No. That's one thing I'm not going to go into super fine detail about because specific deals, but I'm going to also make sure to lightly go over addressing finances as far as being a game developer. For the most part, expect not to have funding for your game. Expect to have to do it out of your own pocket.
A la Patreon, Indiegogo, Kickstarter if you feel brave, Twitch tips, YouTube subscriptions, the kindness of people begging on a street corner, working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
working a 9 to 5. That's what I do right now, and I'm working on making the game design my 9 to 5. But your spare time, crunch a couple hours, a week, a day, whatever suits you, and don't burn out.
Yeah, take your time off. Take your time
off. Address you.
Yeah, because the one thing I did say to them, and I know I've been getting a little playful stick with it, is this case of they were saying about, eventually when we get to places like EGX and that, it's like, well, why don't you go and actually help us promote this stuff? It's like, because I'm part of a website podcasting thing, it would be very, I'd have to be very, very, very transparent, and I couldn't do that from their point of view because of what we're doing here. I have to keep it transparent, and it becomes conflict of interest.
It becomes a conflict of interest. And I mean, what you could do is you could carry around business cards that say, "Hey, my brother's doing a thing. He asked me to carry his business cards as well."
Yeah,
that's fine. Like, honestly, you're not like saying anything. You're not going positive. You're not going negative. You're just saying this is what it is, and then you can let anyone else decide. That's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, because again, you get the whole sort of Gamergate shit started, and it's like, we're trying to keep fans transparent, so that's why I'd say conflict of interest.
I would say to them is, if you give me something worth promoting, then I'll promote it. Until you have physically something that I can promote and show to people, it's not worth me promoting.
You said that, not me, for watches.
No, he knows where to find me. He knows where to find me. That's the thing. I'm far enough away. I'm a half a world away that I can say these things. Granted, he can call Ed, and Ed can come and punch me in the face. But
before Ed sends top final figures over to him,
it's fine.
I mean, I'm on here promoting my stuff, but I'm trying to also provide the perspective of, from the development side, when I play a game, this is what I look at as well, because James looks at things different, Will looks at things different, and then I look at things completely different from either of them. So it's just another perspective, and as such, I like to invite people to come in, because I also like to talk about games. I like to play games as well. It's good. It's good.
So, yay games!
Yay games!
So on that note, because I know you're Beck, you're just itching to play No Man's Sky, and I think that's about it for the show, unless we do have any shout outs. Next week,
No Man's Sky.
Next week, hopefully have a guest on from the team of Battle Cattle. Spoke to him Wednesday night. It was a Wednesday or Thursday after conversation. We're having a long conversation, but yeah, he's up for coming on next week. So hopefully that will be cool. Apart from that, nothing else really to say, apart from, follow us on here if you're not already. Go to the YouTube channel, as we said, The Game Won't Play Itself. You sub to there. Follow the Hergelman on Twitter. Go to his YouTube channel as well, and his Twitch, because he does charity streams as well, which are awesome and super and great.
That's another reason why I'm okay with talking about my game stuff, because I'm trying to make good. I'm trying to do good.
Anyways, good things. But also, if you go to extralife.com and search out Lard Tea Maker, I'll put the link up very soon on there. The actual page is there set for Extra Balls for Extra Life, the 24-hour streaming marathon that I'm going to be doing as part of Extra Life on the 5th of November from 7 a.m. So start donating. Let's get that ball rolling for it, because, we're trying to help sick children out here. As a lot of people will know, especially the ones close to me, the illness I have, if I can stop a child going through something very similar to what I'm going through, then 24 hours we're playing pinball, it's a piece of piss, is literally that way. So
even one person.
Even one. So, we get that going, get the donation starting through. We hit the target of $500. You're going to torture me by having a Craig David mask on for an hour. We hit 1,000, it'll be 2 hours. And if it's 1,500, I'll be wearing it for potentially the rest of the stream, which, if we hit that before November the 5th, will be 24 hours in a mask, which 45 minutes in this thing, in a crowded area, was enough for me. So, if you want to torture me more by helping kids out, let's do it. And so you can find me as Lad Teammaker across the board. Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on PSN, on the Xbox Live, and Steam is PSN_Lad Teammaker. Where can we find you guys?
James?
I am Spike SP2579 on things. I am also Spike2579 on other things. But mainly when I stream here. This is where I have been streaming. This is where I will continue to stream. I have my own Twitch, but it's mainly just to follow the 42 people that I follow. Because if you want to find me, if you want such great things as XCOM, and you possibly dying in XCOM, and you wanting your own character in XCOM, and me murdering you in XCOM because I extended you too far and a sectoid came and blew your face off. Hi. Let me know. I would be happy to do that. I would be happy to murder you for the sake of humanity. But also I will be playing No Man's Sky because it's pretty. And I really need to play that game with somebody, or else I'm going to get stuck in with the loneliness and depression that is that game, and I'm going to slowly turn into Matthew McConaughey from Interstellar as I slowly drift across to the black hole into nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So help me. Help myself. Help you. Help me. Help Earth.
Thank you for helping us. Help you help us all.
Yes.
He may even name planets after you as well.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe people will see Kitty tonight. We can only hope.
We can only hope that people are going to see Kitty.
Kitty.
Mm.
The greatest kitty planet that there ever was. It also has a toxic atmosphere. I thought that made sense.
I heard that there's a lot of kitties on Kitty.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of
different types of kitties.
Yeah, there's kitties on Kitty. There's big kitties, small kitties, round kitties, square kitties.
I'm picturing Boo
If you don't like kitties.
Monsters Inc. just like running around a planet in like a little
I know,
biohazard suit.
I know
Just
somebody.
like, Kitty!
I already know somebody has done it, and this is kind of a little bit of a callback to what you've been doing, Lard. Is that like there's already the planet of Marklar, where everything is named Marklar.
So, yes.
Yeah. I finally get it. Everything is a Marklar. Well, this Marklar and that Marklar went to those Marklars. Just remember,
When a lady Marklar likes a male Marklar, they make Marklar.
We here at the Christian Network need your help to buy us an interstellar drive because they have traveled across space. Now, we need to give the children of Marklar spread the word of Jesus. And the only way we can do this is through your donations. So your money will be spent on an interstellar drive to take us to Marklar to spread the word of Jesus. I'm paraphrasing here, of course.
Yeah. So get Luke onto the stream when James is playing No Man's Sky and help them get to Marklar.
Or Hergelman. You can see either one of us. I don't know if he's going to be streaming it.
I don't know. I could.
I
could. That may encourage me to stay up way later because I have a Renaissance fair to go to tomorrow. Oh man, I'm spending so much money there.
When I actually decide to bugger off from my my home planet and carry on looking for this Atlas pass, I will be streaming it again. Because I said to the guys yesterday when I was streaming, it's a case of I'm not going to stream this amount of hours just me pootling about on one planet because that would get very boring very quickly for them. So I thought, fuck it, I might as well do this myself on my own.
I may just record mine and just YouTube it.
That's
a good way to start coming back.
It's a great way to start.
Yeah.
Don't start, kids.
So yeah.
Not even once.
First one's always free. So on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing and all the hostings and the retweets. You want to do your outro?
I'll do my outro. Well, thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I especially thank Will and James. I don't know which side.
You are widescreen.
I'm in the center right now.
You're in the center, so like if you do this thing, me and Will are like right next to you. There you go. That works. That's good. Perfect. Yep, that's good. That's good.
So you can find me on the YouTubes at youtube.com/thehergelman. I'll also link that in the chat. I'm pretty sure it's that way. I'm pretty sure it's right over there.
Yep.
Am I pointing right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You can also follow me on Twitter at Hergelman. You can also find me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hergelman. I will see you in the next video.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See you
I'm
later.
not going to bye-bye.
everyone.
That's the players thing. I can't do that. I can't end with a bye-bye.